In this universe.
In this galaxy. In this world. Beneath the influencer clouds.
Over the viral video fields.
Off the information superhighway.
There are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering
more opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear.
So, Alex, you've known me for what? We've talked about this. Then we figured it out. 20 years of friendship, 21 years, right? Like 85, 86, I think we said.
Yeah.
Did I do my math right? Okay. Ryan's close to that too. We hung up more as we got into high school, but I've known Ryan that long. And Chadney, not as long because I was friends with his brother. But my opening spiel will lead somewhere as I say it. So you guys have known me that long. I am not trained in any martial arts whatsoever. So let's say I go up to, this is so hypothetical. I'm going to walk up to GSP. And you know what? I am going to slap him as hard as I can on the back. Now, he might give me one and be like, okay, he was a little bit of a zealous fan. But then I see GSP again. This time, I give him a shot as hard as I can in the arm. He might go, all right. I remember this fat fuck because he smacked me last time, and now he's punched me. Third time I happen to run into GSP, I decide to take a full swing at him. And next thing I know, I awake several hours later in the hospital. Okay? Because though I have been in fights before, I am not a trained fighter. And I'm going to say I can hold my own in any fights. Now, saying this in a roundabout way, this is kind of what the left is doing right now with trying to take shots at Trump. Now, I got a point at my point of this is the left is me and the right is GSP. And we said this the last time this happened when the guy took a shot at Trump, regardless of what you want to think about whatever the hell happened, whether it was the Bilderbergs or whether it was, Tupac or Biggie's ghost or a hologram. Okay, it happened. We said then, you guys, the guys on the right have way more and bigger guns. You should probably not be doing this shit. And you did it again. I don't understand anybody, and we don't have many people on the left, or I don't think we have anyone really on left leaning that listen to this show. But I think people on the left really need to stop throwing out everybody on the right's crazy. Because if you're keeping score on your bingo cards, that's now 2 assassination plots on Trump. There is not one on the Republican side. So, and the other thing I thought was I can already hear the pink hairs and blue hairs going, well, it's just an isolated incident. That does not mean we're all crazy. Well, wait a second. This is exactly what gun people said too. Just because it's a few people doesn't mean we're all crazy. But yet you're still sitting there going, give us all your guns! No! So keep fucking around. And you're going to wake up several hours later unconscious.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Hey? Yeah. Allegedly. Okay, well, here comes the Illuminati did it. Because they're trying to get this. It doesn't matter. And guess what? If they did it, if it is committed by, if it is by the Republicans, they're gonna spin it to make it look like the Democrats. Just saying. They're building a martyr. He is going to be the next president. It's just, I hear stomping downstairs.
Did your wife dye her hair recently? Is she going to give you a big old left-leaning earful?
I don't know. Okay, maybe she's not entering the premises.
No, she's waiting right outside the door. She's waiting for you to say one more right-leaning thing. Uh-oh.
Door's locked. Now then, pink hair, motherfuckers. Well, she doesn't have pink hair. Are you kidding? So, anyways, I'd like for you guys to elaborate on allegedly. What do you think, Alex?
I think that been a while since Beverly liked us on Facebook, but she did, so thank you, Beverly.
Thank you.
And you know who's really behind this? Don't answer that because I'm going to tell you. The globalists.
It's the pop-up every time. I love it.
Hi, Sarah.
So, I would like the sources. I know Ryan will blow me up about how the right who did it. Yeah. So now, hey, more important news. Not that I even knew they were touring. Jane's Addiction canceled their tour after Perry Farrell punched Navarro on stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couldn't have seen that coming.
No, not at all. Right. So, anyways, do you want to start off tonight? I started off the last couple weeks. So why don't you start with something?
I had more to say about the assassination.
I got something to say. Bum, bum. I tried to assassinate the president today. And go ahead.
You know, none of this would have happened if the left just would have taken away all the guns like they said they were going to. And then how is anyone going to try and assassinate Trump? With a slingshot? Oh, how about with words?
Okay!
Dumb. You know what's going to happen now, and this is a completely stupid hypothetical in the silly world that we live in. Oh, good Lord, look who's here to chime in early. Hey, Tex. Good to see you. And Tex.
First of all, fuck you!
Oh, love it.
Now, I saw 3 from Hell today, Tex, and okay movie. I like the grain and the time it was set in, and it was a movie. Good way to see Sid Haig off, even though he died well before the movie was released. It was still a movie. So here's what's going to happen. Now that there's been 2 attempts on Trump, and don't get it twisted, no bullets were fired on the second attempt, apparently, as opposed to the first attempt where some people have to go way off the beaten path and say Trump was shot in the head. Yes, there are some people who say this. Now, how do we get there? Because the ear is attached to the head and the bullet grazed the ear, but they're not willing to, parse it out to that degree. They're just going to say, oh, he was shot in the head. Anyway, no bullets were fired. So this is what's going to happen. The next Trump rally, and there will be one, bunch of Trump-loving patriots are going to show up armed to the teeth, and they're going to say, we love America, and we're here to protect our God, King Trump. And the Secret Service and the local police and probably the National Guard and the Army are going to see all these hillbilly rednecks far off in the distance, armed to the teeth, and they're saying, holy shit, they've gone crazy. They got an army here to assassinate Trump. Open fire on them. And the rednecks, the patriot-loving Trump lovers, are going to say, holy shit, all those law enforcement people, they're part of the New World Order and they're here to stop us. Open fire on them. So everyone's going to get shot, including those who are just there to say, rah, rah, we love Trump. They're all going to die. And those who are watching on TV and they're going to hear it on the internet, the police and the army are against us. Now we got to go out and shoot them because they hate us and they hate Trump. And then it's going to be the start of a civil war. Yeah. And then people are going to try and assassinate anyone in the Biden administration, including Kamala Harris, all because some idiot with a gun went to a golf course where Trump was. Didn't even get off a shot. This is the world we now live in. Dumb. Yes, they should have left it there. Yeah, when Haig was still alive, so they could have gotten more footage out of him. After all that, you're wondering about Mr. Pink.
No, because actually what's going to happen is they're going to find out that it really was a Republican, but that's how the movie's going to end. Laying on the floor bleeding, Trump, and it's going to be a Republican over him. So, there.
Did not read that a flight of stairs for $4 million?
Well, we talking about retirement at 26. He ain't never thought I wasn't going to do it to him. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hey, fine. Look, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. The only regret I have about this situation is not finding a straighter staircase. Okay, that turn did you bogus. So I'm thinking we're going to split this like 70-30, you know, because like half and half will be reasonable, but you really only felt it on part of the half. So that's like 10%. And then the other 10% is like for my therapy because, you know, I just kicked you down some stairs, bro, and I was messed up. But we going to be paid.
Yeah, that's question. Now, this is a good one for the audience right now. Wait, is it? Is Sarah still here? Is my niece listening?
No.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Discussion. You were, I think, maybe I asked this question once before. You were offered $1 million to give someone a blowjob. Would you do it? And if you would do it, does that make you, no, not even would you do it. Does that make you gay?
Yes.
No. I disagree wholeheartedly. That's a business decision. Okay, good. That's a business decision. Female, Sarah, you can't chime in. This is a dude question for the dudes. $1 million, does it make you gay? It absolutely does not. That is a business choice. I'll take a batch of baby butter for $1 million. Let's go.
Ew.
Ugh. I don't know. Hey, like Chris Rock said, at least they ain't eating ass. Because you know it's ass.
You can't get that out of your mouth or your mind once it happens.
Yeah, see, I do too. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, that's a business decision. See, that's gonna make that retirement stuff looks like, yeah, easily. Yeah. 1.5 and you have to make eye contact the whole time. All right. I just up in the ante. Oh, Lord of baby Jesus.
No!
That has nothing to do with this. Oh, wait. I got something for that.
Okay.
Jesus wept.
I didn't even think I found a good spot to do it again. There it was.
Hola, Bolo.
Yeah, hola, muchachos. Play it.
That's 1 million you did. Yeah, 1 million sperms swimming around in your gullet.
Didn't say I had to swallow it.
Ew. No, it doesn't matter.
Yes, we can.
Tex, you'd be singing different if Nick sent you a couple thousand. Right?
If I sent you $74. Just 74. Okay, well, here, I'll do it here because Alex.
Wrong.
think this is interesting. Now, we've talked about music for aliens and whatnot. We've actually discussed a few times that we should do our next list, but I think we should actually change it up now. So this list, so our original next one was supposed to be, if we could only listen, maybe we can do the 10 albums things too. But this one is a boomers playlist. It's 21 songs that younger generations should know. I feel maybe we should do that too. Not for aliens, but like for, like, say if we're gonna like have before we, like, my niece is, don't get mad at me, Sarah, 12, 13? Divided by 7 is, yeah. Something. Anyways.
He's gonna keep him in the bottom of his stomach.
Right. But we get to make a list for young people to be like, hey, like for us, like our generation growing up, like what we should, not the weird 13. Okay, I knew it. Okay. None of that weird like Tongan throat singing. Math is hard. Words impossible. So I think that's maybe a list we should look at, is like each maybe get 10 songs that we feel like a younger generation should definitely listen to. So anyways, with that being said, let's see. I haven't even looked at this list yet, so now I'm curious. Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan. Yeah, okay. Because these are boomer songs. This isn't stuff that we're saying, right? Says the song changed rock music forever. It's about feeling lost and alone in a changed world. Dylan Sharp lyrics and a wild organ sound were clearly and new at the time. Even today, it still hits hard with raw emotion and energy. I think that's a lot of Dylan stuff, though. Respect by Aretha Franklin. Aretha took the song about a man wanting respect and turned it into a powerful anthem for women and minorities. Her voice is amazing, which it truly is. Strong, soulful, and full of attitude. This song became a huge hit and still used in movies and TV shows today. It's a perfect example of how music can change hearts and minds. Fair enough. I'll agree with those.
Yeah.
Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. That's a good tune. This song sounds like the summer and happiness, which that's true. It uses weird instruments like a theremin and creates total unique sounds. The Beach Boys spent months in the studio getting every little part just right. The result was a pop masterpiece and still sounds fresh and exciting today. Does everyone know what a theremin is? Theremin is that as an instrument that it uses waves. It did the beginning of Star Trek. That's how they make it. Sheldon uses it in The Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
It uses radio waves, I believe, and you can move your hand to make the sounds.
Oh yes. Yep.
So Stairway to Heaven. Well, yes.
Yep.
Okay, we don't even need to talk about that. It's a great song. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye? Fuck yeah. He wrote this song about war, pollution, and poverty. It is smooth jazz sound, but the lyrics are serious and sad. The song helps make it okay for pop stars to sing about big problems in the world. It's still influential today because many of the issues Gaye sang about are still around. Fair enough.
Yep.
Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Well,
just to change it up from Marvin Gaye and
right.
Give a less serious tone to the whole thing.
Yeah. Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel. Mm-hmm. Beautiful song. Mm-hmm. It's about there being for a friend when times are tough. The piano and vocals start off soft and build to a big emotional finish. It's a perfect example of how simple words and music can touch people's hearts. The song is covered by many artists and often played at important events. I've stated this before that I'm a huge Simon and Garfunkel fan, and their Greatest Hits album is one of my favorite albums. I think they're amazing. I really do. I like some of Paul Simon's stuff, but Simon and Garfunkel together are great. They harmonize awesome together. Imagine by John Lennon. Yeah. You don't really need an explanation. It's a great song.
Yep.
Beautiful song. Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. If this song comes on and you don't at least kind of get you like, like, come on. And then the cover by In Trance in the 90s, that was a lot of fun. They got played at the dances a lot. But yeah, like Staying Alive, come on. You got to be a little bit of Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen, one of my favorite songs by him. The song became an anthem for anyone who's ever felt stuck and wanted to break free. Well, I'll agree with that. It's a weird picture of someone who looks like she just slept in Sunflower Fields, but none.
Field. Sleeping off a hangover.
Hotel California.
Wow.
This is what I think is lost with music today, and maybe they'll never ever find it again. I'm starting to find it with Zach Bryan. Storytelling. Like to me, this song, when you listen, if you listen to the lyrics close, and I mean, I've listened to this song probably into the thousands. Like honestly, at this point in my life, I can see the story unfolding. You know what I mean? I can see it in my mind's eye. I can see, like, and I don't know how you feel about this song, but that's how I feel. I wish Butt Blaster Brody was here to chime in, and maybe Ryan will, maybe Chad will, but I see, like, everything he's describing. I see it as he describes it.
I pay more attention to the music, the individual parts of the song, rather than the lyrics. But in recent times, because of Brody's love for the song and for the Eagles, yes, I have paid more attention to the lyrics in recent times.
I'm not even coming. That happens. Dancing Queen. Again, it's a poppy song. If it comes on, it's like, yeah, okay, you know, it's a catchy song.
I'll let it go.
Yeah, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. They're picking some very odd pictures to put with these things, though.
Yeah, these.
Yeah, we grew up with the Eagles. We sure did. Yep. Now, can I ask you an honest question?
No.
Because I know you're not going to pick Teen Spirit. If you were to pick a Nirvana song that you would say to a kids, like, this is the song I want you to listen to by Nirvana. Do you have one?
Are we talking this is your introduction to Nirvana or what?
Yeah, what would you pick? Like, I wouldn't pick Teen Spirit myself.
No. Teen Spirit you can hear on the radio just about any day of the week.
I have two choices. And I know one you hear on the radio, not as much as this, but one would be In Bloom. And the other one would be Scentless Apprentice. Those are, like, you know, Aneurysm was kind of floating around there, but yeah, I definitely, you know. But that's just me.
I want to rain on the parade and ruin the party, so I'm going to say that, hold on. It should be from their most popular album, Nevermind, track 12, Something in the Way.
But the great song, though.
It is, but that's such a downer of a song when compared to Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, but at the same time, gasp. We're going for different perspectives. And, like, you know, maybe you'd want to explain to them, like, why I'm choosing this song, right? And no, Nirvana didn't ruin rock and roll. I'll leave that for, like, Kiss. Because, yeah, they turned rock and roll into the commercial bullshit. So I'll go with Kiss on that. Purple Rain by Prince. I didn't realize he could play guitar until I watched him. Like, okay, bye, May. Love you. Tell Reese I love her.
Thank you, Sarah. Take care.
But I love him too.
Wow. So guess who gets swapped out with Sarah? Ginger.
See, I can say inappropriate stuff to Ginger, but Purple Rain by Prince, to watch him play that live, I didn't realize he was such an amazing guitar player. So, thoughts?
Yeah, me neither. I had no idea. I wasn't growing up big into either Prince or Michael Jackson, and I know Brody's gonna wave his finger at me, but that's what it is.
Hey, dude, I didn't grow up with Prince. I found Prince later as well. Like, my dad was a Sabbath, Led Zeppelin kind of guy. There was no real Prince. I had some Michael Jackson because everybody had Thriller. I thought almost every house. I thought Michael Jackson, Thriller, and Fleetwood Mac Rumors came with every house purchased in the 80s. To be honest with you,
along with those really strangely designed 3-seat couches that my parents had for years and years.
Sweet Dreams Are Made of These by the Eurythmics. Great song.
Love it. I love that to this day.
And me too. That's on my list. I will say the Marilyn Manson one was a different view of it. I don't mind the song. I really the cover, but yeah, the synthesizer and Annie Lennox's voice. Oh, she's got an amazing voice.
What I would do, if not Sweet Dreams, I would go with Here Comes the Rain
Here
Again.
Comes the Rain Again. Oh, what a song.
I love that song. That's
Mhm.
probably my favorite Eurythmics song.
Their greatest hits album is an. I mean, I know again, like Nick, it's the greatest hits album, but their greatest hits album where it's like, why is that on there? It is excellent. Who's That Girl? Would I Lie to You? Sex Crime. You Have Place to Chill in My Heart. Sweet Dreams Are Made of this, and Here Comes the Rain Again. Here Comes the Rain Again. Actually, really, I remember seeing the video for the first time when we lived on the Chaco by you guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's
Billy-
a nasty, nasty woman. She can't help but hurl insults. She wants to destroy our country. She knows it. Everyone knows it. I know it. I know bad people. She's the baddest of bad people.
No, Razor Ramon was the baddest of the bad people. Hey, yo. Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Yeah, that's awesome songwriting when you could take a song and make it an iconic dance song, and it is actually about someone claiming that he was the father of her child.
And the music video for
Yes.
that song.
Just awesome. Yeah, and that bass line. Do. Now, maybe I don't think you could even say a different song for Michael Jackson. Maybe Smooth Criminal, but I think Billie Jean would have to be the one if you're going to introduce someone to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's got to be something from the 80s, not the
Yeah.
90s. Yeah.
Sweet Child of Mine, GNR. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's you. And for me, because I'm such a Guns N' Roses fan, as proven by the poster over there, you could take anything off of Appetite, in my opinion. But Sweet Child of Mine, yeah, that nails the guitar, the whole 9 yards. I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. Yeah, that's a good tune. That's a good 80s track. Yeah. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. I love you. Oh, I want to bury your children. That's amazing.
Ginger is now an honorary Canadian.
That
Thank
is
you.
great. Hey, buddy, go fuck your uncle. You fucked your uncle.
Thanks, eh?
Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. I mean, that's an anthem. I
think the album that came from is a great album.
Slippery When Wet. Yep. And this is one of those songs, if you're in a bar and this or like anything, karaoke, it comes on, everybody's singing.
Yep.
Everyone. Don't Stop Believing. Is that going to be on here now? Let's see. Now I said that. Every Breath You Take.
Ooh.
You want to what? I'm more of like Everything She Does Is Magic or Synchronicity 2.
Synchronicity 2, definitely.
Yeah. Yep. Anytime you talk about the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland, I'm on board. So, Sweet Home Alabama. There it is, Brody. I know you're not here. Yep. So
Yeah, that's Southern rock.
all day. Yeah. And I think most kids have probably heard that, and that is it. So,
Wow.
yep. I think most kids have heard those last couple ones, like Sweet Home Alabama. I would hope so, anyways. So,
I would hope so.
yeah, I would hope so. So, okay. Well, I've had the forum for long enough. What you got there, sir?
Did you see any of the Trump-Harris debate?
Yes. I did. What are you gonna hit us with?
Oh, God. This.
To do transgender operations on illegal aliens that are in prison.
Her face says it all.
Right there. She's like, what the bro? What?
Yeah. Yeah, and that was totally like
Oh, that was
did you have a
brilliant.
hard reset there? Like what the fuck?
Someone is that's a good fire back text. I wonder what she's got in the chamber to launch back at you.
I got some in the chamber to launch at her.
Wow. Anyway, there were a lot of good memes that came out of that.
Of course there was.
This is from the other thing he said during the debate. So, illegal transgender alien number 1. Illegal transgender alien number 2. Mad Libs. For those who don't know, that's basically what he's doing. Number 3.
Jesus. Wow. 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 I don't even know what to say. Holy shit.
But there is, and I don't know if this is real. I would like to think that this is real. I'm going to pull it up for you. Where Trump got that from, apparently Kamala in 2019 filled out an ACLU Rights for All Candidates questionnaire. And if we go to page, I think it's page 8. Yeah, there was page 8. Aha. Okay, so I'll bring it up on screen. The 3-on-1. Yeah, they did fact check him way more than they did Harris, if they did Harris at all. Giggity.
They most certainly did. Again, I don't want to be the one biting into shit, but
And
God.
the thing he said about the eating pets in Springfield, Ohio, that caused bomb threats
Yes.
at the city hall in Springfield 2 days in a row.
Yep.
And there was also something he said about a woman, a Haitian woman who was arrested because she killed and ate her cat. In reality, that woman was born in the United States of America, in the state of Ohio. She was arrested because she currently lived in Canton, Ohio, which, if you talk to Frank or Jeremy, because they live in the state of Ohio, not to dox them, but they said it on the harsh truth enough times, the difference between Springfield and Canton is about 2 hours drive or about 170 miles, depending on which way you go. So Canton, Springfield, not the same place. So the ACLU thing. So number 14, as president, will you use your executive authority to ensure that transgender and non-binary people who rely on the state for medical care, I got to go slow because we got to parse this out, including those in prison and immigration detention, will have access to comprehensive treatment associated with gender transition, including all necessary surgical care. So will they have access to the health care to do the surgery? That's what the question is asking for the TLDR people. Those who rely on the state for care to receive the treatment they need, blah, 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 blah. I support policies ensuring that they are able to obtain medically necessary care for gender transition, including surgical care while incarcerated or detained. So it's not she wants to do the surgery. She's saying that she will make sure those who are detained or in prison have access to it. That is all she is saying. So this refusal to be specific with the claim is something that I have railed against, and we have dealt with time and time and time and time again on this show, and no one seems to be listening to us. So what do I got to do? Eat a cat? Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, we caught him. We found out why so many pets are going missing, specifically cats in Springfield, Ohio. There's your culprit. Right there. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. No need to blame the Haitian immigrants. By the way, there were Haitian immigrants in Springfield because of the factories that were opened in and around the area. So that's why the Haitians went there, so they could get the jobs. Just like people in Newfoundland traveled to Fort St. John, Alberta, in order to get the jobs at the oil refineries. So It's not, they're there just to do voodoo, and so now it's a bunch of trash. So,
And it's Fort St. John, BC. Before you I'll just fact check you there. You said Alberta, so
I did too, because I think that's Alberta oil country.
Yeah.
Wow.
well, and to be fair, I've been listening to a podcast called Haunted History that has actually talked about voodoo, and I recommend anybody really look into voodoo because it's not what the movies make it out to be at all. It's actually nothing like the movies make it out to be. So I would recommend anyone to take some time and look into voodoo, that it's not what everybody claims it to be in the movie. So just wanted to share that, and I said that.
And an example of that from Wes Craven, The Serpent and the Rainbow, starring Bill Pullman. Yeah.
Here, I want to share this for all the Canadians in the chat. Have you seen, it's hard to see that box? Oh, those are the Munchies. The Hostess potato chips. Remember those guys from the 80s?
Yes.
They are back. The chips are back after 20 years. So I'm intrigued to get some and see how they taste. So now I got movie guys here. So I'm going to, we got a couple of things I want to go over, but I want to go over this one next to see if we can staunchly disagree. So this next one that I'm going to share is called 19 Movies That Deserve a Sequel. So I'm curious. We can just quickly go through this. Go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay? All right. When your lowest coming
The claws are out.
All right. District 9.
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe. Yep. Almost Famous. No.
No.
Inception. No.
No.
Drag Me to Hell. No. I don't think it did.
No.
Sorry, I'm going really fast here, guys, but Serenity, I haven't seen Serenity, so
It's really good. I have not seen the TV show that was canceled after 2 seasons, but I would say no.
okay. Gross Point Blank.
Nope.
No.
Definitely not. No.
No.
Leave it alone.
Step Brothers. No.
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 This is too obvious.
E.T. No.
This was made by AI just so that we would say no over and over and over
Mean
again.
Girls. I didn't care about the first fucking Mean Girls.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, who gives a shit? World War Z. No.
Definitely not. You know, I wanted to see a movie version of the zombie survival guide by the same author, Max.
Yeah.
Is it Max Brooks who did World War Z? I wanted to see that.
I think so, but I remember, yeah. But no, I don't want to hear, no. Yeah, I never saw Eastern Promises.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Edward Scissorhands. No.
How and why?
Yeah. The Goonies. No. And I heard they're doing one. I don't know. No.
They might do one, and I'll watch it.
I'm going to watch it, but it doesn't need to come out.
Yeah, that's true.
Galaxy Quest. No, it was funny. Leave it.
I saw that in the theater. That was awesome.
Oh, The Fifth Element. Absolutely not.
Nope. Multi-pass.
Clueless. Why do we need a second one?
Look, because of Clueless, a whole bunch more people, not only around the world, but in Mackenzie, our hometown, started saying like. And without a movie having come out in the past 5 years, now people are saying literally. So no, just no.
Ratatouille. No, I really enjoyed Ratatouille.
Never saw it.
It's actually a very underrated Disney movie. To be honest with you, like not many people talk about it. I quite enjoyed it. And True Lies. No.
Great movie for its time.
Oh, look at that. Let's do that one now. Sorry, I'm bouncing. 15 Scariest Faces. Well, I got horror guys here, and I'm a horror guy. That is a creepy face, though. All right, we'll do it quick, okay?
Okay.
Pinhead. Well, the original one was creepy, but Pighead, yeah, from Saw. Oh, wait, that's American Horror Story, Pig Villains. Yeah, I always thought, Saw, yeah. Pennywise, yeah, it was creepy. Angry Bilbo, shut up.
No.
The Strangers, nice.
Yes.
Yep. Mike Myers.
I don't know about that mask.
No, I would say the first one. Frank, yeah. From
Yeah.
Donnie Darko, yeah. Annabelle, it's creepy. It's a doll. The lobotomy guy, I've never seen that. So,
What movie is that from?
this one isn't a face per se, but it's seen with a lot of in Blue Velvet.
Oh, Blue Velvet's a good one. 1986, David Lynch with Dennis Hopper hopped up on amyl nitrate. It's great. He endorses Pabst Blue Ribbon. Ooh, Reagan. Yes.
Yeah, she's creepy. The Pale Man. Pan's Labyrinth. I don't know if I've seen Pan's Labyrinth.
Really, really, really good movie by Guillermo del Toro.
Keiko? Yeah.
Was that from The Grudge?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Hester Moffat. Yeah, that was creepy. The face in the jar. But really, yeah, Jack Torrance. Yeah. And Katie. Yeah, Katie was creepy. So, yeah.
I love that video.
Yes.
From The Ring.
So, yeah. That was a quick little boom, 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 boom. All
now,
right.
Before we move off it, because next week it's going to be something entirely different in terms of taking up our time and our attention around the world. So I'm going to do it now.
Okie day.
This, you got to find this and listen to this. This is great. The Kiffness, Eating the Cats featuring Donald Trump. I think this was the day after the debate. It's about 2 minutes long. This is hilarious. I highly recommend this. Please, please take 2 minutes out of your day and listen to this. This is great. This. Now, this is from Snopes. So it's the liberals. They're making stuff up. No evidence Haitian immigrants are eating ducks, geese, or pets in Springfield, Ohio. Now, you see this picture. How do we know this is Springfield, Ohio? How do we know this person is a Haitian immigrant? How do we know this is in the United States of America? Why does he have that thing in his hands? I don't know. Good question. Thank you for asking. This could be anywhere in the world. It's not like only America has houses and mailboxes and cars. He could be born in the United States of it. Who knows? A Haitian immigrant, and I had gone over this. That woman was in Canton.
Mm-hmm.
J.D. Vance. Yeah. What was it? Ryan who mentioned that?
Yeah.
That could easily be the correct. Wow. You went somewhere entirely else with that, but sure, we'll go with that for now, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you for that.
You know what pisses me off? So I brought the Kiffness up because I'm going to watch the video. And then there's like, oh, there's a Trump remix. And of course, now somebody's taken his song and they put it on their own videos and stuff. It's like, just fuck off with that. That's another trend that needs to stop. That bullshit.
Have you seen the police reports, though? Because I've seen town hall meetings where people have said, yeah, my pets have gone missing. But when pinned down to, well, do you know it was Haitian immigrants that took them? No, I didn't see them take it, but I heard. And then we have to go into the Mackenzie rumor mill BS mentality of just because you hear it, that doesn't make it true. It goes into a bit more. Now, as many as 20,000 have arrived in the small town, and I think the population was 55,000, so that's about 28%. There was something, temporary protected status these Haitian citizens have in Springfield, Ohio. I recommend, even if this is trumped up or exaggerated, go to Snopes, find this story, which is called No Evidence Haitian Immigrants Are Eating Ducks, Geese, or Pets in Springfield, Ohio, and have a good read through it. Get a bigger perspective on it. Don't just look at the comments and YouTube videos about this topic and see the people who are saying, yes, it's true. I know someone who has talked about it, or I live there. Like, these are accounts that have no videos whatsoever, no content. So they could be bots.
So I just popped this up here and I'm reading. So, and again, Snop says it here. No evidence of Haitian immigrants eating ducks, geese, or pets. Ohio, NBC News. Ohio police have no credible reports that Haitians are eating. Reddit tours, no. Everything. The Independent. Now, isn't the Independent like a Republican? I thought they were more
Probably.
like, and it says police debunk Vance's racist claim that Haitian immigrants are claims unfounded. Point check. AP News. You know, there's all this is saying there's nothing. Police are Forbes. Police are saying no. BBC. Ohio governor reaffirms Haitian immigrants are not eating animals. Like, I'm sure if they were, that would have been the first thing that popped up like immediately.
There is a 911 call out there of someone saying that they saw 4 Haitian immigrants carrying, I think it was ducks, from the forest to their vehicle, but that's as specific as it gets. There's no evidence that those 4 guys killed the ducks. They simply picked up the ducks and went walking away.
Yeah, but
yes, that is true, Tex. Yes.
But I've also just listed off the Yahoo News, the Independent, Forbes. Like, it's not just Snoops. Sorry.
Snopes.
What the fuck ever. Like, there's all these here, man, that, like, you know, there's no credible. So I just, like, and the shit thing is now, Tex, and I mean, people need to realize is, like, schools are being evacuated because of bomb threats. Children who had no dog in this fight, no pun intended, whatsoever, they're having to evacuate schools because fucking lunatics are calling in bomb threats to schools. This is the stuff, as I get on my soapbox, that Jim Jeffries talked about. That Donald Trump, and I don't have a dog in this fight. You guys have to pick between 2 people who fucking are clearly not fucking shouldn't be doing the job anyways. Old people who should be doing more things with their fucking time. But they use these fear things to scare you. It's the same. He did the same shit, and I'm stealing directly from Jim Jeffries now about Muslim people. We need to put them on a registry. We can't let them be in this country. We need to do this and do that. He builds fucking fear. That's what he does. And now this is what he's doing again.
I don't think it's, and this is not commenting on Tex's latest comment that's right here. This is going to the idea of, well, the fact that some people hate these Haitian immigrants to the point where they have to make things up about voodoo and Haitian immigrants eating pets. It's thinly disguised racism, and it's thinly disguised hatred of the other, and then using this claim of, well, that's what they do in their country, and they practice voodoo, and they use dead animals for voodoo. It's under the guise of trying to alienate them, to make them seem less than human, just because some of the people making these claims don't like immigrants, specifically differently colored immigrants. Again, that's not everyone. That's some people. Go ahead. Now, I swear, I wish you would have started off your last rant with those words that you love to use. This is the problem.
Okay. All right, I'll do it for you now. This is the problem. We have you keep.
Wait a minute.
You have you have immigrants. We have immigrants. You want to know what the problem has become? Is we have all these factory jobs that assholes, including here, think they're too fucking good to do. Or they don't pay a livable wage enough for people to do. So maybe we need to not stop worrying about it, But maybe we need to start looking at the bigger problem. The bigger problem is these big companies are bringing in, if that's what's happening, illegal immigrants to do these jobs because they'll pay them less. So the problem becomes, it's not the immigrants who are trying to get a better. Can you imagine you're living in a mud hut or wherever these Haitian, like we all know how bad like the situation is at Haiti with all they've had earthquakes and famine, and you have a chance to come to America and work in even if it's a shitty factory job, but you're at least you're somewhere where there's like running water and proper like toilets and stuff. You're going to take that. So
And
you know
donuts?
what? Maybe we need to start looking at why they're being brought in. Okay. They're being brought in to do jobs that these big corporations are paying them to do. Maybe we need to start looking at that. And that isn't just in the United States tax at all. Okay. At all. And I was on my soapbox about that. I'll get on my soapbox about this. I've seen the videos. Freaker! I hope the sobriety is still treating you well, man. I hope you're up to date 13, 14, where you're at, my friend. It's nice to see you back online. I saw your pictures. You're looking great, my friend. You really are. We have that same I saw a video where Candace Owens is arguing with a guy about, well, he's saying, well, we shouldn't have to get they shouldn't have to have picture ID to vote. No, fuck you, they shouldn't. You should have to have proper government issued ID to vote. I don't give a fuck what you say. Everybody should. I completely, yeah. And I mean, you can't shut the borders down, Tex. You can come into okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. This is perfect. We're talking about this now. Chad, you can back me up on this. Did any of my fellow Canadians hear? Congratulations, my friend. Did anyone else hear about the gentleman who was arrested? Or sorry, not gentleman, piece of shit, who was arrested in Quebec because he's an ISIS supporter. He's a Muslim who got into our country legally and was plotting terrorist attacks. Got caught. Here's the kicker. If they'd have went online and looked at his online presence, this was on Global News. He had stuff on his online footprint about being an ISIS supporter and liking terrorist attack, but he got into Canada. So our minister, this doughhead, our immigration minister, actually got on the news and used this phrase came out of his mouth. Well, we need to, kind of use the honor system when we let people into our country. Are you fucking kidding me? I swear on my left testicle, and that is my favorite one. Those are the words that came out of that man's mouth. The honor system. Followed by, I was so fired up about this when my dad always sends me a good morning text. As soon as I got that text, I called my dad to rant. That's how, and then as soon as Chad texts me, I'm like, I need to fucking rant more. I'm not done. Followed by there was, I think he was something to do, this gentleman with the Muslim something. I remember Muslim was in the title that he had. And he's like, well, we can't start vetting these people because it'll be a long process and it'll bottleneck. Good. Bottleneck the motherfucker. Because if you're coming into my country and you're, and I want these people to make sure they're not fucking terrorists. I don't want that happening. So vet these fucking people. Why, how can, we need to do that. And if that means that we need to hire more in the government to vet these people, then I'm all for that. But an honor system? Are you fucking kidding? An honor system? That is what he's an immigration something in the liberal immigration something or other. He fucking said on the news. It blew my fucking mind, as the buffoon would say. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. It's your turn. Good Lord, I got a headache.
America is full, says Tex. You ever been to Wyoming or Utah? There's a lot of space out there in Nevada. I'm just saying it's not exactly full. And if the border is your concern, go apply at Border Patrol. You know, if you've got money to live in a camper near the border and, you know, volunteer to protect your country with a sniper rifle or something, do it. Put your money where your mouth is. Now let's be specific, Tex. If you, Tex, commit a crime, you get arrested because you're Tex.
So I get what he's.
You can kill people with your hands.
I get what he's saying here. Okay, it's not call them a dumb fuck. Okay, because they're running scared for their lives, right? I think these people, and it's not, but they got to fix. Okay, and I don't know this. We can't fix this system. We can't. Just a couple one hillbilly in southern Alberta, one guy in BC, and people in the chat. We're not going to fix this problem. So I know a lot of people say turn them around and send them back. Well, they should be brought in and then made sure that they're healthy and they've got their and they need to be taken back. There's legal ways to come into the country.
Yeah. I can't do. Oh no. Well, thank you for being here, Ginger. Appreciate it. Why don't we find out what companies and corporations are hiring these illegal immigrants and boycott those companies?
Because that'll never happen.
Why not?
Because that just won't happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, Ginger. So, yeah. Well, let's move on because now this very, very somber now. So,
yeah, let's go back.
That's some funny shit or something.
Go back for a moment to the 80s. Remember that? I remember that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Calling up the old Thai theater. She was a broader hopper. Wow. What's a broader hopper? I know what a border hopper is, but a broader hopper.
English is their second language. So I get what she's saying, though.
Yeah. But you should try it, Freaky. Speaking of which, Freaky, do you now have 2 Facebook profiles? Because you're still using your first one, and I get a request for a second one, so I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. I don't remember the number.
I do not remember the number. I'm not even going to try to Google it or anything.
I remember my parents' number, and I remember my number, but that's about it. I don't remember any other 997 numbers.
I remember both my parents, and I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember anything else. So
I don't even have a black book anymore. And speaking of Mackenzie, shout out to Nick's mom for liking us on Facebook.
Hi, Mom. I love you. I hope you listened and you're praying for my soul after my ranting there. But, you know. I think this is honestly what the world needs when I say this, because my mom is a born-again Christian. I'm an atheist. And he's like, hey man, stop watching these white boys and come get your papi.
Now I'm going to call Alma because her name translates to Soul G Shu, so I'll call her Border Hopper Soul, or Soul Border Hopper with shoes, or something like that. I'll come up with something silly.
But me and my mom are a prime example of how you can disagree and not agree with things and still love one another. I had a really good conversation, and it's just gonna sound so silly when I say that. I know I talked about this on the show. The first real adult conversation that I had with my mom, where I felt like like I got, and not that it's about getting an upper hand, but I got the upper hand. We were talking about, like I said this on the show, talking about Trump. And she said, well, he does the Hitler thing. And I said, Mom, you can't do that. You can't say he's Hitler, Mom, because until he does what Hitler did, you're downplaying how much of a piece, and we've said this on the show, how much of a big a piece of shit Hitler really was. And she looked at me and was like, hey, you're right. Right? So
You did a little bit, but
Yeah.
we need your opinion to enlarge the conversation here. Okay, fine. We'll give you this one, but we're going to give it to you slow.
Wrong.
yeah, nice and slow.
Aye,
All
aye.
right.
Aye, puppy. You're wrong.
All right. Get some funny shit we can watch now to kind of lighten the mood.
Yeah. But before I do, did you ever have this stuff? Because I can't ever remember having Viennetta.
I know I had it, but I don't like. I know I've had it, but I know I don't remember what it tastes like. If that makes sense. Like I haven't had like a McCain's Deep and Delicious chocolate cake in years, but I can remember what it tastes like. I know I've had that, but I can't remember what it tastes like. If that makes sense.
When I think of the McCain's Deep and Delicious, I remember that commercial where the guy in the middle of the night is tiptoeing to the fridge and he opens it up and he grabs the McCain's and he takes a few bites, puts it back, and he's tiptoeing to bed, and then he stops and turns around and goes back for more. That was a great commercial.
Because they are good.
Yeah, I had it once or twice and I loved it.
Yeah.
Now, this one is for Tex, and he and I can, get along on this one.
Yeah.
And finally, today is September 16th. So, as mentioned in the description for today's show, today is National Guacamole Day. Not only that, National Working Parents Day, National Step Family Day, National Play-Doh Day. I think someone paid for that one. National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day. And this is going to trigger all the nationalists. Mayflower Day. Because it's a form of immigration.
Anyways, I have important questions to ask Chase right now.
Don't go for good. You can go for today. Maybe next show we won't have any of this.
Well, Ginger, we love you.
Yeah.
Didn't want you to be upset.
Okay.
And
Unless you're going to insult in a really funny way. I'm talking Comedy Central roast kind of way. I think that's okay. Yeah, and Lady Cora doesn't do politics either. I think that's probably why we haven't seen her in quite some time. Then again, she hasn't been on The Harsh Truth for a while either. But we're going into scary season, so it's mostly scary movies that are being reviewed on The Harsh Truth right now. So I can understand.
So before you go, Ginger.
Yeah.
I actually have a question for you, and this is completely. And I'm going to ask Tex. I want to ask everyone. So these are our Canadian chips of the munchies. So please bear with me. Do you guys over there have I know you call them, they call them chips, right? No. What you guys, crisps, I think. Do you guys have Tex? Do you guys have all dressed or ketchup or any of these weird flavors? I don't think you guys have. Well, Yeah, okay. I'm kind. I was trying to change the subject, but I'm kind of a little bit agreeing with Texter. I love Ginger, but she does come in swinging pretty hard.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like for instance, here's a good one for Elma that she'll agree with. Because me and Mr. Man were gaming yesterday, and some dirty, can't say those words that man says, was doing the bandito trick. Hey, Kat, guess what ethnicity they were? I'll let her say it. Because of course it was. Yeah, of course it was. Of course. And of course the Irishman, like I was getting mad too, because we had a really good fight going on. Oh, and do you have dill pickle chips in the USA? Tex. And Ginger, if you're still here. I don't know if you are. Okay, I didn't think so. I know that's a Canadian thing. Well, I'm not piling on Ginger at all. I'm not piling on whatsoever.
Wait a minute. What kind of piling on are we talking
You
about
have
here?
Yorkshire pudding. Oh, and they're crisps, right?
If we're piling on Ginger, I call first dibs.
I just want to look her eye to eye because I think she's beautiful.
Like Scappy.
I need to try. Scampy's weird. I need to try Yorkshire pudding chips.
You need to be able to pronounce it before you can have it.
Crisps. It is crisps. Yorkshire. I'm being a smart ass. Yorkshire pudding. They actually had for a while. Did you guys have the cinnamon bun chips? Like they were Lay's. Lay's did a weird bunch of flavors, and one was cinnamon bun. And it was so trippy because it tasted exactly like a cinnamon bun, but it snapped like a crisp. Okay, I'd go for curry. And cod chip malt vinegar. So we have salt and vinegar, not on this list, but we do have salt and vinegar.
Okay, hold on. Tex, you were saying I've never had a ketchup flavored chip. If I ever cross the border to go as so far as Texas, I will do my damnedest to bring with me a bag of Old Dutch ketchup flavored chips, because back in the 1980s and the 1990s when we had that stuff, I gasmed in my mouth many a time.
Oh, I remember Thunder chips? The hot wing Thunder chips?
No.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see if I can find them. And how about all dressed chips?
Yeah.
Like Tex, I think that's a Canadian thing. And Ginger, yeah, it's all dressed. Oh, those are good.
As opposed to Ginger, where I want no dress.
Okay. I think they were hot wings, maybe. I gotta bring up an image so you can see the chips. Oh no, Thunder Crunch. No, there's Ruffles. It's Double Crunch. Thunder Crunch chips. All right, hold on. No, they don't have the bag, so I could show you. Ryan, do you remember Thunder Crunch? Yeah, okay, there. Thank you. And they had like salt and vinegar and regular. They were really good. They actually I had a black pepper and salt chip. It was really good too. So okay.
The taste buds of my childhood are permeated with Cheesies and Eat More bars and various flavors of Slurpee and Jolt Cola. And the bubblegum tape.
Oh yeah, they still got it. They still have bubblegum tape. Yeah.
So how about when it comes to something like this, and I don't want to lose Ginger because I love having her and everyone else in every show. If Tex says something and you disagree with it, I think all you need to say in response, without getting into specifics, is no, Captain Spaulding. And that's it. Because Tex loves Captain Spaulding. And when you talk to him on his level, you kind of get his ear. So let's meet in the middle on this one.
And that's just it. I will say this for Tex. Like I do get, and the hickory sticks are still here though, man. That's what I'm getting at. These are chips, Chadney, that are around, like, and they're coming back. I consider Tex a friend. Like,
Yep.
We've talked. I mean, I wish I would have got the tag on the Jaws show on fucking Thursday. I would have been there, and I was there the whole show. Even Tex, he like, see, and that's friends. He's even like, I'm pretty sure that's Nick's favorite movie. But like, we can disagree. We don't have to agree on everything.
And
but
we will, and we have.
Yeah, and we have. Like, me and Alex have disagreed on stuff. Like, he's like, no,
Yep. Do the old bobblehead thing for a bit. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My problem is no one on either side backs up their. Well, see, that's always been the problem with the left, and I've said that on this show many times. Is that whenever all you ever see from people on the left are screaming and yelling at people that are like you get like a Charlie Kirk or a Ben Shapiro or Candace Owens, and they're educated. They sound like they carry on the conversation, and all you get is a bunch of people yelling buzzwords at them, and it's like, well, or barking at them. Like, I don't get it.
Actual physical barking. Yeah.
I just watched one the other day on the shorts, and he's talking to a female, and there's this guy with long blonde hair beside her, literally going woo 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 woo.
That's awesome. It is both sides, and it's never going to end.
It won't end, and it is only getting worse. And just now that we're talking about this, my name, when we're not popping up stuff, says Lords are when the wind whispers Timmer. So I wanted to make sure I wrote Timmer right, and it's just right. And then I watched the Lords of the Underworld video when they're singing on stage, Lords of the Underworld, Timmer. And this was, I think we figured it out. That was 1999, season 4, episode 3. It said there. I didn't know that. Okay. And back then they had people who were going, oh, I'm so offended by this. How are you laughing at that? Like, they were like, the kid, this handicapped kid is up on stage loving what he's doing. People are cheering for him. And there were still people in the audience going, I'm offended. This is bullshit. I'm leaving. Blah. So this has happened. This has been going on that's 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
And if you want a real world example of something akin to this, look at, let's say, mid-90s live shows of the Tragically Hip.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Watch Gord Downey on stage. I'm not saying he's exactly like Timmy, but the way he can move around and really get into the music, he can do that. And there's an Australian movie from 1993 called Bad Boy Bubby. It used to be available on YouTube for free. Reason I bring it up is at the end of the movie, the main character is on stage as the singer for a band, and going through the movie, he's got some mental problems spurred on by what happens to him at the beginning of the movie. So it's mirror imaged by Timmer doing exactly what you said.
Mm-hmm. So I just thought,
we've had this conversation before. We've been over all this before. We keep getting drawn back into it, having to pull back and, try and come together and all that. And I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying we've all been through this before on this show.
So
I believe Tex when he says that.
I to be honest with what Ginger said up at when she's like, I've witnessed things because of his attitude, and I'll speak up on it. Which I said, Ginger, and I did say that. I did say, like, We have a school. We have schools that are being evacuated because of bomb threats and whatnot. And we have threats to City Hall. But this is I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know what to say.
It's a big mess.
It is. And that's what it is. And this is what this world has become. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
And this is the most divided we've ever been. I don't care what anybody says. In every country. It's the same way here with our government right now. The government's in the toilet. People are poor, and it's not getting better. And it's not going to. And I think I know I've said it on this show. I know it was this show I said it on. We got to stop fighting with each other over the dumb little shit, because I'm starting to get to that point in my life now where I feel like they're doing, hey, look at this, the pretty little monkey, look it over here. And meanwhile, the dildo's going up our ass. And they're going, oh, pretty monkey, pretty monkey, pretty monkey, pretty monkey. There's a bigger issue. And I think we're all blind to it because we're so focused on these little arguments that are turning into huge things. And I'm not saying what he said about the Haitians isn't a little thing, because it's the false narrative that's out there about that. Because we just looked it up. I can't find any of it. Because if there was any page that would have said it was true, it would have been up at least in the first page. I shouldn't have to click through 5 things of internet to find anything that would agree with what he said. Can we watch some funny videos of like gym fails or something?
Yeah. Do you got any F around and find out?
Oh, I forgot to send it to my thing. Hold on.
You didn't do your job.
I did. I forgot to send it to myself.
I'm going to have to hire a broader jumper like Alma to do that part of your job for you.
All right, I'm out
I'm going to pay her less than you.
I was going to make an immigrant thing, and when I'm not going to say it. I love Alma way too much.
Yeah. So Ginger, can I take on the role of the powers that be?
All right. Wait, no. You got me all distracted now with thinking about Ginger bending over and being a power that be. Good Lord.
That's all it takes, eh?
Yeah, I get very easily distracted. You know this. Good Lord. Oh, what have I got today? What do I got today? What do I got today? I don't know. You should be playing a video while I'm doing this.
Well, while you're searching, we are going to go into.
But you go do your things. I got to send it to myself and all that shit. I failed.
You're probably right, Ginger, because I don't think Google Translate has gotten that far, and I don't think it cares to.
Say when you get people speaking Newfoundlandese at each other.
Oof. That it's not exactly a dead language, but it's a language that's very concentrated to a certain portion of the globe that will never expand and never have any education, expanded on because of it. No one's going to learn Newfoundlandese, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Out of bad, boys. Lord Thunder and Jesus.
Lord Thunder and Jesus, mate.
Okay.
And Deadlift Hitch King.
Oh. Oh, we looked at this one, or was it a different one?
This might have been a different one. However, let's play it one more time. I knew that was missing something.
Oh, good Lord, Van. Comes in just swinging.
Okay, Van, new rule. We're not talking about that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah, you just missed a huge thing, so
Yeah,
we're not talking about that.
We're sticking with the stupid stuff. We're not going into political discourse because we're just going to end up fighting amongst ourselves.
Yeah. So,
And
anyways, Q Cohen's stepmom. So, I'm gonna point something out here.
I swear I saw a picture.
Yes.
Of someone who had done 1 rep max squat, and the way they explained it when they descended and they were ready to push back up, they somehow pushed internally and it blew out the butthole.
If I remember reading about that he wasn't wasn't wearing the proper compression. You're supposed to wear compression shorts when lifting that heavy or something. I thought it had said, and that was part of the problem, is that there was nothing. Yeah, and he blew his butthole out.
Yeah,
and he had to stay squatted like that because he was so pink because he couldn't stand back up. So they had to kind of lean him over, and yeah. So, anyways, so I want to point out first of all here. So this is a truck cam. Okay. If you can see this right here, he is going 149 kilometers an hour.
that's pretty fast for those of you who don't know kilometers.
That is pretty fast when you're in a pickup or in a semi truck. Now, I'd like to point out this vehicle right here. All right. This is going to be the star of a show. Now, call this foreshadowing, like the acid bath in Jason Takes Manhattan that they show in the beginning credits, which comes into factor at the end of the movie. There's the vat of acid right there. Okay? That white truck. So, I'm going to mute that because there was a little bit of music. Now, that was interesting because look at how that even kept up. It even says speeding offense right there. Look at that. He was going 58 kilometers over the speed limit. Now, so this is, I'm guessing this is a commercial driver. And this must be the newer systems in there that actually logs your speed. Because look how he drops, his speed drops. It even says 50% damage. And look at this. He is just getting hammered. Because he hit the truck that was beside him.
Yeah.
And I'm betting he probably got rear-ended. So, actually, this is in Europe. Because that even says 5,000 euro. Now, does that say Todger up there? I saw a T. I'm just going to assume because that's only where I know the T that Red always uses is Todger. So that is in Europe. So yeah, I don't know what highway they were on, but yeah. He wrote about here went, oh, sweet merciful baby Jesus. So if this is in Europe, there's a good chance that this side of the vehicle is where the driver is. He is no longer there. He's probably right about here or in the luggage compartment here. Okay? And now that he's in the luggage compartment here going, man, that was close. Oh, and now, wow. So that was the fuck around and find out. Slow the fuck down.
And also,
Oh my God, Jerry! Oh my God!
That's my. I'm gonna see if I can read that red. So it says TIELT, and then the big sign says Bruggs, BRUGGS, Bruggs. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Brugs. I guess I could look that up myself. So, Belgium?
Belgium.
I think
Nice.
Ryan already looked it up. So, thank you.
Yeah, and there are two languages that they speak in Belgium. One is French. the
Ooh, second one is
other-
waffles?
Might as well call it waffles.
Oh.
Because you eat waffles and then you try and speak the language.
Oh.
I've seen a few movies from Belgium.
Belgium? Belgium?
No, it's the language of the Netherlands, which I cannot wrap my head around even a little
Oh.
bit.
This is gonna sound really maybe ignorant, but does it sound just like a bunch of clicks and pops? And you're like, how does that a word? Like, I'm sure the English language to a lot of people, it sounds like we're dumb, right? But when you hear some languages talk, you're like, how is that a fucking word? It literally sounded like you the Belgians. Dougie. Okay. Dougie.
We're tired, eh?
Yeah, we're tired. We're tired. Let's go get some sleep, eh? Okay, good night. Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it, Alma and Bodo.
Oh, that's warm. Van went quiet. If he's like, if I can't say anything about politics, why am I even here?
What we were getting at, Van, if you look at the live chat before you showed up, is that this is way too beyond our mental comprehension. So I think we're going to bow out of it entirely and just talk about silly, relatable stuff like they do in 90s sitcoms, because that's
Here.
relatable.
Like, I'm sure this is posted on Texas, his land barrier. Just throwing it out there. All right, where are we at? What are we doing? How am I?
I'm going to do another stupid people.
I love the gym stuff so much.
Oh.
What?
Ego lifter on leg press is what I've
like
titled this one.
Those always end bad.
This one does not. It's just the spectacle of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
And
let's
not
see
a
it
rep,
again.
Not a rep was done that day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, repping out, bro. He did it.
I totally 100% believe that.
Yep.
I also see you I could see you having a huge German Shepherd. That's like, this yard is protected by a German Shepherd. He can make the fence in 3 seconds. Can you? I always like those ones.
The English language is black magic. Yes.
Yes, it is. We're a bunch of bastards.
Thank you very much, Freaker.
Good night, Freak.
Great
Love
to see
you.
you.
It's great seeing you. Stay sober, my friend. Those pictures, you're looking great. So
I will friend you on Facebook under that new moniker. I didn't at first because I didn't know if it was you.
Oh, okay. I remember you said you had a dog. I couldn't remember what kind of dog you had, but I'm just going to share this. I'm sure Ryan's not going to mind. I'm sure Tex will get a kick out of this and love it. Ryan sent me this. This is hanging in his house as we speak.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Tex will like that. So here's your sign. Oh.
This is a compilation of stupid people that you sent to me.
Look at
Oh my god! Oh!
Oh, right there, Scooch.
Oh! He got knocked the fuck out!
Pause. See, now they did that wrong. We have video evidence of me and Dustin going down the stairs, and
Yep.
we did it very successfully. It did not look like that at all. Oh!
So many of these could have been prevented by not doing it.
I can't
Like
believe she lifted
that.
it up into her cooter.
Yeah.
Did you hear the suction sound?
Sloosh, sloosh.
That's nasty.
Never return their dead.
Like, oh, fuck.
You know, I took apart a trampoline recently, and I think this was one of the newer trampolines because it doesn't have the springs that go around the ring. I think they're hooks, but they're in there really, really tight. They are a bitch to get off. I don't recommend it.
No, it is best to have like a pull. I don't even know how we'd even call it, but yeah, they are not fun to take apart trampolines. And yes, I call them trampolines because that's what Homer calls. Ouch, was trampoline. We're proud of you, dude. Just keep fighting the good fight, my friend.
Yes, one day at a time.
Yes, sir. And remember, think of it that way. If you're not here, Freaker, you might not be here, but Eddie Guerrero famously said, like, he had to quit drinking. Same problem. And he's like, if you look at it as like, I can't have another drink for the rest of my life, it seems like a very daunting task. But if you look at it as, I'm not going to drink today. That's a way easier way to look at it. And he's right. And you think about that. Instead of looking into the future that far ahead, day by day, my friend. So.
And
Hey.
one more. Yep.
No, finish your video, and then we'll talk about my subject after. It's not a subject, just a...
This one doesn't sound familiar, but it's only 9 seconds long, and it's called How to Drop Set.
Oh, yeah. The guy doing the tricep pull down is like, what?
No, I don't understand. Boom. Oh, it's because his feet slid out. He was doing a clean and press.
And jerk. Yeah, he was trying to do the clean. Yeah. No, isn't it clean and jerk or is it just clean? It doesn't matter. That's what he was trying to do.
He's like, bro, you okay, bro?
I didn't watch the review on Beetlejuice. I do have a question though. Chadney, his take on the movie was not enough Beetlejuice in that it really didn't live up to the hype. Your thoughts?
I didn't see it yet, but
okay.
I did listen to the harsh truth review of the first Beetlejuice,
okay.
And Frank had said that in the first Beetlejuice, you see Keaton's character for about, I think, 4 minutes in total.
That's it, eh? Wow.
Yeah. Made it 18 months last time. Well, you're going to go for a new PR. It's going to be 18 years.
Yes.
Because you look like you're 60, so that should, do the rest of your life. Just saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember things way differently than how they actually happened, especially the further away you get from it in terms of time.
Most definitely. Yep. Yeah. There's sometimes it's like that would have been better off just left alone.
Yeah.
Like Nightmare on Elm Street 3: The Dream Warriors. Yeah, that one was better left alone. Fair enough. Convoluted but fun.
I'm sure I'll see it at some point.
Oh, I will definitely, when it comes out, I will definitely see it. But I'll wait till it comes out here in the theater. So, on home release or whatever. So,
yeah, won't be engorged for. I'm excited to see it, but I'll watch it.
Yes. Next.
And another thing we're gonna watch. Yeah, I got a few. A 5 out of 10. All right. I've seen quite a few 5 out of 10 movies, so I hope it's not in excess of 2 hours.
Okay. This is amazing internet stuff that when it comes out, I giggle because it took me a second to read it. I had to read it twice. And I was like, okay.
What?
It's so fucking stupid. Oh God.
And he should have started when he first talked about that. There was someone who made a comment to the effect of, Dave should have started off with, I got another confession to make.
I saw that as well. He should have totally done that.
And Karen. This probably should have been in the F around and find out. Like all the other characters. No. I don't think Gina Davis came back. Kind of sucks, but oh well. Gina Davis should play a Karen. That'd be cool. Yeah, no sound on this one. I have no idea what country this is from. This is called Mercedes driver versus truck driver. You should appreciate this. He's going to try and go around, diffuse the situation. Now we're going to speed up. And I guess he went to go pee or something.
Oh.
Nope. Ain't having none of that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go. Better get in. And he gets pushed along for a clip. Hope you learned your lesson. Doesn't look too banged up.
Yeah, it doesn't look too mashed up. So,
Word, Gordon. How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Good old Gord.
So, what is wrong with people? You'll ask, and listen. So you get the opportunity, whether you like her or not. Here's Shakira on stage.
Oh yeah.
Well, no. What? Read it. So she left the stage after noticing people were recording her dress while she was dancing at the club. Hold on a second. Yeah. What do you want? All right. Watch. You can see her. She notices. Like, see, she notices them. Like, what are you doing? Like, you can see they all have cameras there. Like, but then she starts again. And it's just like, what a world. So.
I thought she was going to leave.
She does end up walking off the stage.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's how you diffuse that situation.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Ooh, I got some overinflated sheriff ego here.
Good afternoon. I'm Officer Henry with the Wilson Police Department. Reason for the stop today because I clocked you 37 and 25.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can I get your driver's license real quick, Mr. Bryant?
You really want my driver's license?
I just want to look at it.
Huh?
I said I just
I'm
want.
the sheriff. I'm not giving you my license. I'm the sheriff.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not giving you my driver's license.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty.
All right. I appreciate you.
Now, 37 and a 25, that's miles per hour.
Yeah. So that's, 10 over.
It's sad to say, Ryan, but maybe they should be avoiding the bars.
Hold on, I got to read that. Because I got a statement to make. I got my glasses off. I had to clean them. There was a big smudge on them. I don't know how the hell it got there. Ow. Oh, okay. Oh. All right, go ahead.
Stop for me real quick.
You realize I'm the sheriff of this county?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm the sheriff of this county. All right?
Okay.
You pulled me over. You made your contact. You want to
Okay.
write me a ticket?
I mean, I wasn't going to. I was just going to make sure you had your driver's license on
I
you.
got my driver's license.
I was just asking to look at it, and then I was going to send you on about your day.
Okay.
That's all I was doing.
Doing his job.
There's my driver's license.
Okay.
There's my commission card.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Have a good day.
The fact that he got out of the vehicle, that's kind of a red flag because you're
Yep.
supposed to stay in your vehicle, I would think.
Yep.
I think that is an unwritten rule, Tex. Yeah.
Kind of is here too. Yeah, like if it's 100, you do 110, you're usually okay.
Usually, yeah. Now, if you're doing, if I remember correctly, back in my younger days when I was speeding to Prince George, and I got 7 speeding tickets in 2 years, I'm surprised they didn't take my license away at that point. I think the lowest speed over the limit I was going was 15. If I remember correctly, speed limit at that time was 100. I was doing 115, and I got a ticket. I think I never kept any of those tickets. Maybe I should have, but no.
Why, we have a picture of one of them with you with a bag of Doritos that you tried to bribe the officer with.
Yeah, I know.
I love that one. I will say this, Ryan, because I asked who it was, then I will keep it private. Ryan told me who it was. I will tell you this. They're the same way in the gym. There was a young lady. I always called the Vagina Crusher 5000. It's the inner leg work where they sit on the seat and they open their legs up to work the inner quads there. And I was doing knee raises to my chest. And there was one of these gentlemen, I'll just put as a gentleman, against the wall, and he couldn't have been staring at her any harder while she was on the machine doing that. Like I stare at like a piece of cake. That's how he was staring at her. Like to the point where I almost felt I should have been like, dude, but I didn't want to embarrass her. Like maybe I should have walked over and been like, hey, get out of here. Like, what are you doing? Like, because he was clearly staring at her. I mean, like, so maybe I should have said something, but.
And I don't understand that. I'm not saying you're trying to white knight or anything, but yeah, maybe you should have just, casually walked up to him. Hey, can you please not stare at her like that? I mean, in this day and age, drink for that, when you can go on the internet and you can see nudity,
whatever you want.
Yeah, pretty much whatever you desire, you will find. Why do you have to stare at someone in real? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
In Gordon is very correct.
Yeah, especially if it's a school zone, which is usually what a 30 is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yep, I completely agree. So, all right, now I want a snack. Let's do it.
Okay, before we do,
all right.
You had said last week you wanted a follow-up to the Laguna Beach Karen story.
Yes.
And I've got one. This is from a YouTube channel called The Reckoning. And I will share that YouTube channel after the video.
Well, Gord, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to embarrass her. That's why. And that he is not lying. That Highway 60, when you get in Alberta, that highway that runs from Edmonton up to, like, if you went through the park and stuff, that 4-lane, it is the Indy 500. It is, yeah, you can do 120 and you're kind of going slow, to be honest.
And you're right, Tex. There is no given a school zone, nor should there be.
There shouldn't be.
Episodes and episodes ago, Nick had a short story about a guy in his town who had posted a picture of the think it was the speed trap or the speed thing in a school zone.
Mhm.
He was saying he was going off on some wild theory about it, and he was getting lit up in the comment section for that.
Yeah.
Jesus. I hope your tent is reinforced, freak. Good luck to you. Okay, so the Laguna Beach Karen update.
But don't worry, that's not all, because according to very recent news reports, the ones I was waiting for, just a couple days ago, actually, the California Coastal Commission issued Carrie a citation, saying that she harassed these beachgoers and violated the California Coastal Act in several ways. In a copy of the letter she got, obtained by KCAL News, they gave her until August 16th to respond to their accusations of several violations, and until September to remove her dramatic rope lines that they said were blatantly illegal, and informed her that her violations will cost her, get this, $11,000 a day for each day that the violations occur.
Excellent.
The rope lines, notable, have since been removed.
And two park rangers paid the resident a visit Wednesday to inform her that such behavior involving property boundaries is unacceptable. That additional rope line has since been removed.
So it sounds like the virality of the video led to the Coastal Commission finally taking this lady seriously, who had apparently been terrorizing beachgoers and a general problem for these people for years now, and is now thoroughly humbled and potentially cost her mom a ton of money here. What with her absurd overzealousness and poor understanding of the law. Ain't that just the way? Okay, I think that about does it for Laguna.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, and that portion of that video came from this YouTube channel called The Reckoning. There is the video. It's from a month ago. What happened to Laguna Beach property? Rope Karen. Nice title. So yes, The Reckoning goes into what happened to and various Karens and Darrens from over the years. So if you're wondering what happened to certain people, this is the channel you want to check out. You can find them on YouTube, 141,000 subscribers. Very good reason as to why. So there is that. And
excellent.
Ginger left us an interesting
she's here.
comment.
Yeah, I bet the Autobahn it would be is interesting drive because there's no speed limit.
Now, I don't know that that's entirely true. I think, and I haven't been there, sections of it are
okay.
No limit, but other sections are. I don't know for sure, but I've heard that that's the myth of it. Pardon me.
Okay. On the Autobahn, you can drive as fast as you feel is safe, unless otherwise posted. The German authorities recommend a suggested speed of 130 kilometers per hour, 80 miles per hour. There is no speed limit on the Autobahn except where posted. So, yeah. So the Autobahn section with no speed limit begins at sign 250 or 282. After this, the sign on the Autobahn, there would be no speed limit sign ahead. The sign is also cancel all previous restrictions. So, yeah.
And many thanks to Kelly for liking us on Facebook.
Thank you, Mr. Briscoe. All right, one last picture, and then I'm hungry, so.
No limit. All right. If you stop or go too... Stopping, I could see. Going too slow. Wow. No.
That's great.
No, it isn't. No.
Yes, it is. How can you tell me it's not great? That was awesome. All right. Time for Nick's bipolar song list.
Yes.
First one. I don't think it's on my list. I was just gonna rattle this off, but I can't remember if I put it on my list or not. I'm just gonna double check. Shit, now I lost it. There it is. So the first song is I'm pretty sure it's not on the list. Name by the Goo Goo Dolls off A Boy Named Goo. And the second one, just for a good old 80s mashup, 70s, 80s. When did Scarface come out?
83.
Thank you. Scarface, Push It to the Limit by Paul Engerman. Push it to the limit. Past the point of no return. That's a banger right there. So, Named by the Goo Goo Dolls and Scarface, Push It to the Limit.
I'm not sure that the Harsh Truth has reviewed Scarface yet, but I'm sure they will soon. And
I'd love to be a part of that.
They want to do a Clockwork Orange pretty soon.
Oof.
I looked earlier today. I didn't see anything on the agenda for tomorrow, but maybe it's there now. Frank usually throws it up between, I don't know, 2 o'clock my time and whenever we're doing the show, which is right now 7:52. Movies.
Hold on.
Yep.
I got a change. I already had name on there. I'm just gonna go Sober by Tool.
Oh.
So yeah, that's the song I got introduced to for Tool. So
All
continue.
right.
Movies.
From 1975, from Argentina, Nazareno Cruz and the Wolf. Great cinematography. This is a werewolf movie. No special effects. It's all in the editing. Decent acting. Interesting movie. If you want to know how to make a werewolf movie on a budget, check this out. It falls under surrealism, so it's something interesting. And again, it's from Argentina, 1975, so I liked it. Next, a short film from across the pond. This is from 1987. You can find this on YouTube. It's called The Black Tower. It's 23 minutes. This is a very simply shot short film. For whatever reason, I loved it. It's pretty much static shots of a building appearing and the director, who is also the narrator, doing the narration. Very simple, but I was drawn to it. So if you want to know how to do something that's interesting, yet very simple to do, watch this. Again, you can find it on YouTube. And for techs, I can't believe I'm watching this trash, but Hollywood Chainsaw Hooker.
I've heard of this movie.
I watched this morning. From 1988, starring the late, great Gunnar Hansen and Linnea Quigley. A detective embarks on a mission to track down a woman in LA's seedy nightclubs, only to come face to face with a bloodthirsty cult of lethally beautiful prostitutes, one in particular. Is he the next victim of Hollywood's demented chainsaw hookers? It's a bunch of trash, so you don't really care to find out. You're just there for the boobs, the blood, and the violence. And Tex is probably sounding off in the comments right now, saying that he has seen it.
I'm sure he's gonna say I've already seen it. Your ex-boyfriend, the Black Tower. Oh, did he have a big member? Oh, way to go, Ginger.
Is that why you don't like guys anymore? No.
You went black. You're never gonna go back. Oh, man, like that's the thing now. How could I do anything to that after she's been to the Black Tower and I got the grub worm with a turtleneck on?
Don't. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say it.
Wow, that's upsetting. Oh, then there's still a chance. Yes. All right.
That's terrible. You're
we
terrible.
Love you guys.
Wow. Sorry for my tardy.
That's too easy. That's too easy. Just play his video, please.
You know what? I'm going to say it. No, I can't. That's too mean.
Yeah, don't.
It's too mean.
Just play his video.
But hello, Casey.
Have you seen my wiener?
Oh, okay. We love you guys. Remember, we don't know what everybody's going through. Love each other. Be nice to each other the best you can. And do awesome things that are awesome with your life. Learn in a book.
When you started saying that, you sounded like you were so tired and sick of having to say it. Like, be nice to each other. You don't know what people are going through. Blah, blah, freaking blah.
Well, when I start seeing it in the world, maybe I'll start believing that it's going to happen. New job. Congratulations.
Yay.
So.
He is a Prince George chainsaw hooker, isn't he?
Good call. I like that. Ow!
I know what you're talking about because that plays into the joke I was going to make.
Yeah, me too. That's why I didn't say anything. Oh my god.
Thank you, Casey. One of Casey's videos, he wasn't here earlier because one of his latest video, pardon me, was premiering. I was looking at his channel earlier. So check that out. Casey's still doing a whole lot when it comes to gaming. So please check out Casey is Raw, linked in the description below. And we thank Casey for showing up at the last minute and taking over for Overseer for having the jump in at the last moment comment. We would also like to thank Kelly, Gordon, Van, Freaker, Nick's mom, Ginger, Alma, Bolo, Tex, Sarah, Beverly, Ryan, and Old Man Lissick, sans the liberal media, for being here today. People who we haven't seen in a while and we hope are doing well. I'm going to say Hanama anyway. Shlomo, Really, Lady Cora, Frank Jr., Wild Bill, Penny, Jen, Tamara, Amanda, my friend Sarah, our friends Matt and James, both Trevors, both Cindy's, all three Jolene's, Nathan, my Auntie Kathy, and shout outs to Gareth, Susan, Ravi, and Ashley. The ultimate deterrent to assassination attempts, Gloria Pouchfonte's quiche smelling uterus. Yeah.
We still love you with all our hearts.
You better be sorry. Don't make me come over there. Yeah.
Come.
I'm pretty sure Frank died. Wow. I think his wise guys turned on him.
Forget about it.
Thank you, Casey. Really appreciate you being here. Even if it's just for a comment or two, we greatly appreciate you being here. I guess you got to sell your bum hole in order to get more subscribers, in order to catch up to the harsh truth, with which I think they are at 820 subscribers now. Something like that.
Nice.
Thank you, Gordon. And you as well. Thank you so much. It's great to see you again. It's been a while. As we said earlier, we're staying away from the political stuff now because, number one, we're not smart. Number two, we don't want to lose friends and divide people over this. There's too much division in the world. I took her. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now Jeremy's coming for you. Jeremy's a wise guy when he needs to be. He'll get
you. Paisano.
Think before you say something. Think before you do something. Love when you can, and leave people the hell alone. We'll be back next Monday, September 23rd. No idea what's in store for us then. No idea what kind of craziness is going to be in the world, but rest assured, we will be spewing stupidity from our brain holes like this.
Just like that. Rock and roll McDonald's! Rock and roll McDonald's!
You haven't been to Burger King, by the way. Okay. Well, I think we're going to leave it at that. I'd have just cut it now and not play the outro. No. I'll play the outro.
Okay, bye!
Bye-bye.
Malkovich, 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 Malkovich.
不是，